In this video, I explain what is meant by existential freedom and why it is important for the individual. You will learn how this freedom influences people's lives and decisions. Existential freedom is the liberty to make your own decisions without external restrictions. It means that every person is responsible for their life and has the opportunity to shape it themselves. This freedom includes not only external but also internal decision-making processes. It is a central concept in philosophy, especially among existentialists. With existential freedom comes responsibility for one's own life. Every person must bear the consequences of their decisions. This means that you are accountable for what you do, or refrain from doing. This responsibility can sometimes feel very burdensome, because one must always be aware of their own actions. The freedom to make your own decisions can lead to anxiety. Existentialists view this anxiety as part of the human existence. It arises from the realization that you must determine your own life. However, this anxiety also serves as an impulse to take responsibility for your life and not be dependent on external factors. Self-determination is an important part of existential freedom. It means that a person does not just react, but actively shapes. Through self-determination, you can develop your own values and goals. It is important to break free from societal expectations and live authentically. Society exerts a significant influence on an individual's decisions. Often, there are norms and rules that restrict a person's freedom. Nevertheless, it remains up to each individual how they respond to these influences. The challenge is to preserve one's own freedom within these social structures. Freedom can affect personal happiness. Those who can shape their lives freely often feel more satisfaction. The ability to make their own decisions contributes to experiencing life as more fulfilling. However, the responsibility for these decisions can also make happiness more difficult. Existential freedom often leads to a search for the meaning of life. Humans are capable of setting their own goals and values. This search for a deeper meaning can enrich life and give it direction. But it can also cause uncertainty when no clear answers are found. Existential freedom can also lead to feelings of isolation. When people live their freedom in their own way, they may feel distant from others. This isolation arises because not all decisions and life paths are understood by others. However, it can also be a source of inner strength and self-discovery. Existential freedom also has its limits. It ends where the freedom of other people begins. It is important not to exercise your freedom at the expense of others. Respectful engagement with the freedoms of others is essential to avoid conflicts and enable harmonious coexistence.